His hair is wool, ayy. His feet is brown.
Man, paycheck gonna be
I ain't going back. I'm committed to my neighbor, even wearing a hood. I gotta watch my step. This world is full of snares and full of traps. And we mobbing just like that. Yeah, we coming just like that. Yeah, my Christ is coming back. Yeah, my Christ is coming back. Got these demons on my back, so we steady praying fast. No more talking, yeah, you know it's time to act. Lazy, we the ones that they been hating undesired.
Come on, wake up the mighty man.
No, wake up the irrelevant man.
Wake up the mighty man.
Wake up the castrated man.
Wake up the mighty man.
So we come out here to wake up the mighty men of God. But the mighty men of God are too busy getting high right now. The mighty men of God are too busy getting drunk right now. The mighty men of God is too busy cussing us out right now. The mighty men of God is too busy thinking that we're just niggas right now. But we come out here to wake you up.
Yeah, we coming just like that. Yeah, my Christ is coming back. Yeah, my Christ is coming back. Got these demons on my back, so we study praying fast. Praying fast.
With Jesus. So let me ask y'all a question. Let me ask you, what do you want to be when you grow up? NBA player. Now you know only less than 1% make it. So if you don't want to be an NBA player, what do you want to be? Huh? What'd you say? Well, only 0% of that make to the football, to the NFL. What do you want to be other than an athlete or entertainer? What do you want to be when you grow up?
Bring it out.
Huh? A pastor? You know what we are right here? You're looking at the pastors right here.
That's right.
We are the pastors of God right here. Give me Jeremiah 3 and 15. So today, you're going to learn something right now. Do you know who you are according to the Bible? Do you know who you are according to the Bible? All right, we're going to teach you that today after I bring this one out. Bring it out.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 3 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
And I will give you pastors.
So the Lord is telling you he's going to give you pastors. Go, read.
According to mine heart.
According to his heart. The heart is the mind. Guess what? The men you seeing right here, our mind is just like God's mind. He put his spirit on us. When you go to the Christian church, you're not learning anything. You're not learning how to be saved. You're not learning how to get the kingdom. They're not teaching you these things. So today, first, I want to teach you who you are first. And then we're going to see what you really want to be when you grow up. But first, give me Proverbs 22 and 6. No, I'm sorry, Proverbs 29 and 18. So today is y'all day. And I want your parents to hear this too, because it's something important that they have to do in your lives too. Y'all are our next generation. So if Christ don't come back anytime soon, guess what? Since you want to be a pastor, you're going to have to do what we're doing.
That's right.
You're going to have to teach the people in your neighborhoods. Look around the neighborhood. Are your people living like they're supposed to live? Are they happy out here? No, they're shooting each other down. They're selling drugs to each other.
Right.
They gang banging, right? But guess what? You're going to have to go and teach them the correct thing. So I like that when you say pastor. But what you're doing is look at the pastors right now. Read that.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 29 and verse 18.
Bring it out.
Where there is no vision.
So right now, you said you wanted to be a football player, a basketball player. That's not a vision, because majority of the people don't want to, they can't make it to the NBA. They can't make it to the NFL. If you ain't for the NBA, if you're not 7 feet tall, you're not going to make it. So you have to start thinking about the next thing you want to do. You got to have a vision. Read it again.
Where there is no vision, the people perish.
So if you don't have that vision, guess what? Your generation gonna perish if none of y'all have a vision. So today we trying to provoke in you and with your parents that you need to have a vision right now. You need to learn right now. Is there more on that?
But he that keepeth the law, happy is he.
So he that keepeth God's laws with that vision, guess what? That's gonna make you happy. You're gonna get the kingdom. Give me Proverbs 22 and 6. So this is what we're trying to tell you today. You're the greatest people walking on this earth right now. See, you right now, you playing with your woolly hair that Jesus Christ had. They taught you that he was a white man, but guess what? No, you look like Christ, and I see Christ in you. That's why I'm talking to you. That's why I'm dealing with you, because I see Christ in you. Watch this. Read.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 22 and verse 6. Train up a child in the way he should go.
So this is for your parents to hear. The Bible says train up your children in the way they should go. Right now, dancing the Cardi B WAP and all that stuff like that, that's not training them in the way they should go. That's not going to be beneficial for us in the future. What is WAPing going to do to help these people succeed in life? How is that going to stop the police from shooting them down? So the Bible says train up a child the way they should go. Read.
And when he is old, he will not depart from it.
So you got to remember these things. And you got to tell your parents, Mom, tell me about the Bible. Tell me a little bit about the Bible. Tell me about the Israelites. Tell me about my people. Whatever like that. Read it again, that part.
And when he is old, he will not depart from it.
So when you learn this thing, you're not going to depart from it. Guess what? Then you're going to be the greatest pastor known to man. You're going to come out here and teach your people things that we don't even know yet. That's what we're trying to instill in you. Don't worry about football and sports, whatever like that. Worry about helping your people get out of this lower state.
Right.
Worry about that. Is it more enough?
That's it.
Give me Deuteronomy 6 and 7.
Read out.
So let me ask you, what's your name? Oh, ma'am. BJ, how old are you, BJ? And what you want to be when you grow up? An artist? Oh, that's good, because you know what? We got a lot of art stuff that we do in ours, because our people, they see visual things. So if you draw Jesus Christ as a black man right there, our people will say, that makes sense. We need that. So that's why I want you to have a vision too. Read that.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 6 and verse 7.
Bring it out.
And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children.
So the parents need to teach you these laws diligently all the time to your children. They need to learn these laws. That's the most important thing. Once you start keeping the laws of God, guess what? Everything else is going to fall into place. Read.
And shall talk of them when thou sittest in thine house.
So when y'all just sitting around, y'all might be wanting to play video games, something like that. Nah, your parents should be teaching you the Bible. Read.
And when thou walkest by the way.
When you walking around, like if you walking through each other in the hall room, or you see in the kitchen or something like that, you can ask your question. Hey, Mom, tell me about Jesus. Hey, tell me who the people of the Bible is. Talk about these things. Read.
And when thou layest down.
When you go to sleep at night, talk about these laws. Say, look, hey, we're not supposed to be eating pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. We're supposed to be eating good, clean food that God told us to eat. We'll bring that out in a little bit, but that's what they should tell you, these things. But now that y'all know, guess what y'all got to do? Y'all got to tell y'all parents these things. That's why we're teaching y'all. Read.
And when thou risest up.
So when you wake up in the morning, you should be thinking about the laws of God. Saying, you know what? This world out here is evil. It's going to teach me some bad things that goes against God. So when you wake up, prepare your mind. Say, you know what? I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to look at my sister like that with the big butt and say, hey, she a hoe, or I want that. I'm not going to do that anymore. You know, at school lunch, you go to school? At school lunch, I'm not going to eat that pork that's on the plate that they're trying to feed me. I'm not going to do that. Guess what? I'm going to see my brother, and instead of me being mad with each other, want to fight, I'm going to say, hey, bro, whatever we got with us is squash. We cool right now. But hey, let me tell you about this Bible, though. Let me tell you who we are according to the Bible. Guess what? Christ is black. The angels are black. Everybody in the Bible is black. And that's our forefathers. This is what we need to be teaching our kids and our adult parents. Read.
That's it.
Okay, give me Deuteronomy 28:15. Now I'm going to show you who you are according to the Bible. We want y'all to get y'all Bibles. We want y'all to read. We want you to follow what we're telling y'all. We want your parents to read them so they can teach y'all these things also. We need y'all to learn this information. We all need to learn this information. So read it again.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments.
So they say to observe. Observe means to watch. And to do all his commandments. That's an action word. We don't just watch. We actually going to do these commandments. We're not going to wear our pants hanging down so people can see our butts. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to get all tatted up and then walk around with no shirt on. You know, that's a sin according to God. So we got to do what he say do. Read.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
He say if you do not do these things, curses are going to come upon y'all. Is curse a good thing or a bad thing? It's a bad thing. So guess what? We are cursed people. Now I'm going to show y'all some of the curses in here and tell me what people is that who going through that. You know, because it's going to tell you. Give me verse 46 first.
Verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
So they say these curses are going to be on the certain people. Pay attention. They say these curses are going to be on a certain people for a sign. What does a sign tell you? Like, how do we know what street we on? Yeah, so how do we see a sign, right? It's Delta Street. So Delta, we know we on Delta, so it's going to tell you something. So read that again. Watch this.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
So the curses that all of our people going to go through going to be on these certain people for a sign. This is going to tell you who God's chosen people are. Read.
And for a wonder.
You're going to wonder, why is our people going through that? Why is our men running through the streets and people getting gunned down? Why is there a man with his knee on his brother's neck, on my people's neck, and he's getting killed? Why are they breaking into our homes and shooting us? That's a wonder. We wondering why. Don't y'all wonder? You watch the news and saw all that stuff happen? Amon Arbery and all that? Did you ever wonder, say, why did that happen to them? You wonder that, right? We don't know, but it's in the Bible. Read it again.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
So it's going to be on them for a sign. This is going to happen to the Israelites. This happened to us, right? Read.
And for a wonder.
And we're going to wonder why it's happening to us. Read.
And upon thy seed forever.
You are our seed. You are our children. It's going to be on us forever. We're going to keep going through these things. It's never going to stop until we start keeping God's laws. Read.
Verse 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things.
So what we doing out here, we out here selling drugs. We hating our people. You know, read that again.
Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness.
So we don't serve God with joyfulness. We always serve ourselves. We do what we want to do. Have y'all ever stolen something before? Be honest with me. Y'all stole something before. Are we supposed to steal? So guess what? We're not serving the Lord because he say, do my commandments, right? Hold that. Give me the Exodus 20. I'm going to show them in the commandments where we're not supposed to steal. So that's what I'm saying. So now, today, you're learning a lot of information, what you're not supposed to be doing. Because God is writing down everything. He's going to remember everything that you did. In order to get that wiped out, guess what? You got to start keeping those commandments. You got to start keeping God's commandments. Read that.
The book of Exodus chapter 20 and verse 15. Thou shalt not steal.
So what did God say? What did God just not say right there? You should not steal, right? So when we go back to that script, go back to Deuteronomy 28 and read that again, 47. So you just know one of the commandments that God told you not to do, right? Steal. So are you gonna steal again? Are you gonna steal? That's right. Read.
May God bless.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness.
So if we stealing, we're not serving the Lord thy God because he told us not to do these things.
Right.
But guess what? When we serve him, that means when we keep the laws, we're out here teaching our people, when we're doing something in the community to help our people to get out of this lower state, that's we serving with the joyful and gladness of heart. Read.
And with joy and with gladness of heart.
Read.
For the abundance of all things.
Because when we start keeping the commandments, you're going to notice God's going to start blessing you with a lot of things. You know, you might want to play sports in your little age or whatever like that. And maybe it's not going to be on a Sabbath day. You know, your mom say, hey, you can play this sport. You might be good. God will bless you like that, but you got to keep the commandments to do that. We don't tell you to do that. But if that's what you do, you got to make sure you keeping God's commandments. No stealing. None of that stuff like that. Read.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
So now we got to serve our enemies. And we just had the scriptures. He's going to read how we served our enemies. And I want to see if y'all serve your enemies. Read.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
So the Lord going to send these people against us. Read.
And hunger.
So when we hungry, we go to the store. Do we own those stores? Who own the stores? White people. So guess what? The Lord said you're going to serve your enemies in hunger. Burger King, McDonald's, Popeyes, grocery stores. Guess what? White people own that, right? So guess what we doing? We serving them because we didn't serve the Lord and keep his laws. Read.
And in thirst.
So when we thirsty, who owns the Dasani water and the water company? Is it black people? Who is it? It's white people, right? So guess what? We serving our enemies. So wait, the Lord said we're going to serve our enemies. Then who is our enemy? White people. But not only the white people, other nations too. They all had you in slavery. Read.
That's right.
And in nakedness.
And nakedness. What kind of clothes you like? When you go to the store, what you be looking for? What kind of shoes you like? You like Jordans, right? Do we make Jordan? Do black people make Jordan? Do Michael Jordan make Jordans? No, he don't. Nike makes Jordan, right? Who owns Nike? White people. So now you serving the white people because you love their shoes. Read.
And in want of all things.
So when you want toilet paper, when you want anything, guess who we gotta serve? We gotta work for the white man to build his nation up, get paid, and what do? We go and take that money and go and we go and invest in their stuff. That's why I was asking you earlier if you had a vision. Because being a basketball player, that's a good dream. But most of the people that dream don't come true. So we need you to do something where you can get your own business. You can do something for your own people. You can come out here and teach your people who they are according to the Bible.
That's right.
So is this right here happening to who in this world? Who is this happening to? What group of people that we got to serve in the want of all things?
Yeah.
Hunger is happening to our people, right? Black people, right? So guess what that makes us? He says it's going to be for a sign. That makes us God's chosen people. We are the Israelites.
That's right.
The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you are the Israelites that the Bible speaks
We
of.
used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road. Purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.